So starting the test drive in this Pilot Sport, pretty easy to drive. Now it's not the most fuel efficient Pilot, or I should say it's not the most fuel efficient SUV out here, but for what you get, you don't have any turbos to deal with. If that's an issue for you, you get a 10-speed automatic transmission, paddle shifters. It really is a pretty good overall package, and you're still getting 19 miles per gallon city, 25 highway. And with the 10-speed, the highway fuel economy is where this thing really shines. But 19 city is not bad for a pretty spacious 3-row SUV in my opinion. But this does have pretty good power for what it is. Just coming out of the stoplight there, excuse me, had plenty of peppiness even though I'm only in the normal drive mode. And in sport, that just gets a bit more animated. So this can be quick, definitely. But then you also have the option to go into the Econ drive mode as well, which specifically for the highway will keep you from shifting as much and keep the revs of the engine lower. But what's neat is even just not having any throttle on the pedal here, it's very, very quiet. And honestly, the sound acoustics in here are pretty good too. As I passed that vehicle that had a loud exhaust on it, wasn't intrusive at all. But another good thing about this Pilot in particular, which was surprising because these don't have leather seats, is just how comfortable the seat itself is for the driver. Just having that adjustability, having that lumbar support, you can really get that perfect seating position without having to upgrade to leather seats. And the same thing with the 3-stage heat as well. It's nice to have that on the cloth. But I like the driving feel of the Pilots because I feel it seems a bit top heavy, but it doesn't drive as top heavy as you would think it does. And the overall steering, especially just being able to change drive modes and not have it really affect how easy the vehicle is to drive. The steering is just right, not overly loose, but not super tight either. And then it's also nice to just have that all-wheel drive capability when you need it. Now the Econ drive mode is very, very efficient for city driving. Just being able to accelerate cleanly without giving too much power. And it's one of the best, I think, eco or economy drive modes I've experienced, because with a V6 it pairs perfectly for just normal passing power, again if you're in pretty heavy traffic. And then if you just want to dog this vehicle for whatever reason, you have the sport mode, which just makes this thing come alive. And that's why having a 285 horsepower V6 is such a good middle point, I think. You're not getting too much power, but when you need the power, it gives you everything that it has. So we have it in sport mode now, and we're gonna go ahead and just give it a punch getting on the interstate here. Here we go. So very good get up and go in the sport mode. That was downright great. Gonna put in the Econ mode now. We're gonna try out the adaptive cruise with the lane centering. So pretty good system here. And it's not meant to be a self-driving assistance like your Super Cruise from GM or Tesla's Autopilot or anything like that. But it is a very good system for that. So very impressed there. But all in all, I think a pretty good vehicle for the money, especially where three-row SUVs are concerned. I feel like you get just enough power, decent fuel economy, and it's just a downright good vehicle for, I think if you want a well-rounded SUV, whether you want to tow, have all-wheel drive capability, whatever. But I want to give one more thank you to Daryl Waltrip Honda for allowing me to borrow this vehicle today. I'll leave a link below in the description. And if you're interested in getting one of these in your area, make sure you check out the link below. It takes a minute or two, fill out the info, and we'll get the dealers in your area fighting to give you that best price. But good SUV here, good solid SUV. And this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2025 Honda Pilot Sport.